Wahoo! Hello everybody. Um, I was feeling really tired before stream, and I'm really bad at napping. But I tried to nap, but I couldn't, so I didn't. But I was really tired, and I felt like I might just fall asleep, and I didn't know how my stream would go if I was this tired. So I made myself some black tea about 20 minutes ago, and I drank half of it, and I'm fairly certain you can feel and hear the effects. I sorry about the coughing. I don't consume caffeine usually a lot or really at all. I used to drink the black tea for when I would work my overnight shifts, but I haven't worked those in just about a year. So I haven't really had any caffeine in just about a year. I think the last time I had caffeine was on my debut stream when I drank that Monster Energy at midnight, which did also have effects on me. Yeah, so I don't know how this stream is gonna go. I'm certainly feeling a kind of way. I'm sure once the caffeine wears off, I will feel a different kind of way. I don't know which is better, but we'll find out, you know? Sorry for not streaming yesterday. I was feeling very comfy in bed. Not very sorry, actually. I'm sorry for not sticking to my schedule, but, you know. What did I do with my time off? Well, good question. Thanks for asking. I finished Breaking Bad Season 3, and I read all of Chainsaw Man in one sitting. Again, I've done it before, in one sitting also, but I did it again. It sure still was a lot of pain and suffering in that manga. I still like it. Surprising, because I didn't like another manga by the same author. But you know, I'm very excited for the Chainsaw Man anime. The PV sure was a PV. I don't know what's up with my bitrate today. It's not great. I'll see how it is. We'll stick it through, maybe. If it gets really bad, I might just move the stream to tomorrow or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll fucking figure it out. I'm realizing that it might have been a mistake to drink the tea, but now that I'm halfway into my mug, I would like to finish it because I don't like wasting foodstuffs, even if they, you know, have a certain kind of effect on me. For other things, I have a couple sweetened dates with me. They're very yummy. But I don't know how many I'll eat because I've already eaten a lot, and they are very sweet. I also have a can of Arizona iced tea. I bought it earlier today because I felt like having some of it. Here's the the nice can ASMR. Can you hear the Arizona iced tea can? I haven't opened it yet. I think I will once I finish my tea. I'll do it near the mic so you guys can hear it. But for now, I have water and my tea, and I think that's about it. I had some leftover kebab for dinner. I wasn't feeling very hungry, but I ate some because I knew if I didn't, I'd be hungry like an hour into stream. Teehee. I hope everyone here has had a nice meal, is staying hydrated. If you're not, drink up, bitch. We're playing Virtue's Last Reward today. I did one stream of it so far. It's the second game in the Zero Escape series after 999, which I've already played on stream. You can check out the VODs on my YouTube channel. Wink! I don't fully remember what happened last time. So, in the game, we're playing the Nonary game Ambidex edition. Which basically just means that some of us are in pairs. The concept, I will say, is a lot harder to explain than the original 999 concept. Doors! We gotta get through them. Puzzles. Some of us are in pairs. There's a robot, and he's sexy. That's the recap of the game. I don't know anything else that happened. It's also been a while since I played it. Like a week? Oh yeah. Wow. It has been. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. I remember we left off, just before we were going to go into the ambidex room, question mark? So, let's go. Let me know how the game audio is, if it's a bit too loud, because the audio is loud. I'm gonna turn it down a bit for myself, actually. Oh. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not tired at all. In fact, feeling the very opposite of tired. God, that caffeine. Okay, oh right. We're playing as the main character. Our name is Sigma, hence the title of the stream. Hello, Mill. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. And thank you. Sorry for subjecting you to my caffeinated self. It's been a while. I'm here again. Okay, Quark and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tomoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion of who'd go into which door, and Fee and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. No! I want to go with Kay. Fine. Fucking guess. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Yeah, what does that mean? This game's got a time limit too? Who the hell's this? Excuse me? What? 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 What the hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know.
Oh my god, she's saying fuck? Holy shit!
Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey! Guys, get over here. You found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fee into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. Oh my god. All that greeted us was... Oh fuck, she's dead. Blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing. No breath. While shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. Well, she has a high collar, so you gotta pull it down. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look! Somebody get Quark out of here!
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Oh.
Then she's...
Oh, hi Kay. Troll's haired. Yeah. She's not breathing, and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Hey!
Part of them?
Hey! I don't appreciate that. That's my hobby.
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
Hey, yeah, what are you suggesting?
It's just a joke.
It's just a joke, bro. That's not a fucking joke, bro. God, my bitrate is horrible. My neighbor who I'm sharing Wi-Fi with must be downloading something.
Don't take it so seriously.
Oops.
Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman.
Okay, and?
If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy.
Oh. I feel like you should be offering that common courtesy to everyone you'd find dead, not just women. But okay.
Come on, boys, let's go.
DOK and I generally lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. Trans Tenmyoji? His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point, but it was his eyes that caught my attention. Oh my god, his eyes, the window to his soul! He wasn't staring at us, not quiet. It was more like he was staring toward us. A smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. Infirmary. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old, dry piece of wood. That's disrespectful. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looks so... she looks so peaceful. Almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
She did say autopsy earlier in case you weren't paying attention.
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
Oh, she's a doctor.
You're a nurse? No.
You're a doctor? That is what I said.
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom.
An atom? As that ain't mine.
It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Of course you do, it's a robot just like us.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
I finished my tea. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I wanted to finish it before it got cold. I'm gonna rinse my mouth with some water. Because I think the tea had a bad effect on my throat. Yeah, nobody wants cold tea, even if it has some adverse effects. So, you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes. I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. That scanner is the size of the ones they use at the grocery store to beep your groceries. What's she going to do? Beep the lady? Is she going to ring her up with, like, stab wound? Display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex? Oh my god. You can't show that. You can't say that. What the fuck? Diagnosis: deceased. Cause of death: exsanguination. That means, loss of blood. Estimated time of death: 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory: weapon entered through 4th intercostal, piercing heart. I feel like that's the cause of death rather than bleeding out then, isn't it? But okay. Wound margin: clean, continuous. Wound angles: 1 sharp, 1 blunt. 2 wounds? Or, entry and exit. Wound cavity: 150 millimeters. Wound length: 3 millimeters. 30. Wound width: 3 millimeters. Conclusion: based on the characteristics described above, there is 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Huh, yeah. I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something? God, you're so stupid.
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
I don't know what's happening to me tonight. I'm sorry.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I guess he can still wield a knife, but I simply think he's too sexy to do it.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left.
Oh, that's the one that Kay and Clover were in. Kay-Lover.
Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around.
Is it pronounced Fi? Because in German it's Fi. And Fi just, it looks more natural to me. Also, I feel like if it's Greece, it should be Fi. Hold on. How to pronounce Fi.
Fi, or Fi.
That's not helpful at all. The generally accepted pronunciation of Fi is Fi, like fly. Most people know Phi as Phi, to rhyme with fly, as it's pronounced in Phi Beta Kappa. Kappa? In Dan Brown's best-selling book, The Da Vinci Code, however, Phi is said to be pronounced Phi, like fee. In English, you've heard the way they pronounce it in the game. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna change how I pronounce that.
I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Except for Zero.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was.
Zero did say he closed those, but
Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Yep. Well, he was telling the truth. Nobody could have gotten in there after you two left. Which means...
You fucking bastard!
No! Stop! Stop this! My man doesn't deserve this kind of slander.
Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
No, he's just a sexy robot.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman.
Yeah. Like I said, Zero, wow. Our brains, we think so alike. We're, you know, it's like our souls are linked or something.
Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to.
Even my cold stone heart?
I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly. But now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman.
Zero planned this because Zero...
So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple.
Zero the murderer.
The murderer is Zero. Or rather, Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden.
God, you're so sexy and smart.
If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
All according to Keikaku. Killing someone is just part of a game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
You spent a long time doing that.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Those sure are a bunch of words, huh? Whoa, what was
I
that?
don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is...
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
This is my first time voting, or second? My first. I stopped the game just before we got to the Ambidex room points last time.
You see? Just as I said, Zero Junior ensures the game continues, even though someone has died.
Are we voting on who we think killed her?
All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Junior. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we got in.
You didn't remember there was so much of the game before the vote? It's Zero Escape. It's a lengthy, wordy fucking game. Warehouse A for ass. We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh? Wait. Fi? Where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? Whoa! What the hell is she doing? You must be really desperate to get high. Haha.
Seriously? That's the best you can do?
I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you up to here anyway? Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is?
This thing. Remember it?
The hatch. Oh, the hatch?
Try opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, Zero Sr. is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if it could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
Who? He's a rabbit. Is Algernon some kind of fictional animal that I don't know, so the reference doesn't make sense to me?
Look, there's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period is finished. No, thank God the door closed and saved us from the void outside. Jesus. Well, looks like there's no going back now.
Astute observation.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here!
I've been waiting. I fucking love this rabbit. So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who was that old
Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
all?
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but...
Might be a reference to the sci-fi short story Flowers for Algernon? Let's Google that. Flowers for Algernon. Title of a science fiction short story, blah blah blah, but what it's about. Algernon is a laboratory mouse. Aha! That does make sense, yes. Love me some laboratory mice.
B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O. I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait.
This is Zero the Third? Whatever happened to Zero the Second, by the way? But Zero the Third, such a VTuber. The rabbit puns, the design, the expressions, the voice, such a VTuber.
Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AV game.
Tails.
Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano.
What about womano a womano? What about roboto a roboto? Roboto on roboto. Wink.
Well, there are two people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a two-on-one battle, I guess. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
So in our case, Luna?
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Mooney and went through the magenta door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney.
Does that mean one of us is going to lose, I assume, die? or be taken out of the game somehow, and then we can't go through the door anymore.
And it goes the other way too.
Mooney's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas.
Oh, Potassium 4K. Because that's... okay. That took me a while. I had to think real hard about who Potassium might be. God.
And BL and Quirk's enemy will be Tenmioldi.
Who's A again? Alice, right.
Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
Oh my god, it's AB like an AB room, but it's also AB like an ambidex. Yeah, his accent. This voice actor for Zero. Great job. Let me look up who that was, actually. If I look up the cast, will I get spoiled? No, right? It's just the cast. Right? Right? VLR. Cast. You can look it up. It's probably fine. Cast. Liam O'Brien voices Dio? Oh my god. Laura Bailey voices Luna? Troy Baker voices Sigma? Stop throwing these Travis Willingham voices K? I need a fucking moment. I need a fucking moment. Yeah, these were all the Critical Role people. I'm sorry. That's my only exposure to voice actors. Oh. Oh. Of course K sounds sexy to me. Of course! God, I should have seen this coming a mile away. Cindy Robinson, voice Zero. By the way. Not that that fucking matters right now. I have to work through some other stuff. Jeez, I'm going through it. I'm gonna have to listen real hard. You keep meaning to watch Critical Role? Oh, I don't. I watched all of the first season and most of the second. And then I grew very, very distasteful for it. And now I don't like it. Now I don't like it. In my opinion, it's a waste of time because those episodes are too fucking long. But I will stop myself there because I could talk about what I dislike about it forever. Teehee. I'm on Cindy Robinson's IMDb page now. See if I recognize anything. Puyo Puyo Tetris. A lot of small voices in a lot of fucking games, I will say. Amy Rose! Oh my god, this rabbit is Amy Rose from the Sonic the Hedgehog? Damn. Can you believe that? Actually, I think it's fairly easy to believe. She sure is credited as a lot of additional voices. Who were the Critical Role actors in the thing? God. Well... oh, they used that picture of Laura Bailey from that shoot that made me feel a certain kind of way. Laura Bailey is Luna. Liam O'Brien is Dio. I was thinking I recognized his voice from somewhere. And Travis Willingham is K. Of course he fucking is. Of course he fucking is. I'm sorry for this tangent that I've gone off on. I have a history of thinking that the characters that Travis Willingham voice are hot. It started with fucking Roy Mustang. It started right there. And here I am, doing it unconsciously. God. Of course I'm predictable like this. Jesus Christ. God. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna crack open my can of Arizona. Got some ASMR in. Can you hear the can? Let me pop it open. Was that too loud? I did it very close to the mic, actually. You can hear the can. Beautiful. Perfect audio. Mwah. Glad to know I have a talent for ASMR. I keep expecting this drink to be fizzy because it's in a can. Yeah, that helps. I feel better now. Okay, let's keep playing the game.
All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options!
So it's probably one of the prisoner's dilemma things. If you both ally, it's fine, but if one of you betrays, the party who didn't betray is fucked, and if you both betray, you're both fucked. Maybe?
Your DP will go up or down, depending on what...
Oh, it's probably that betraying gives you the points, but allying is generally safer. Like the prisoner's dilemma.
It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view.
If you both ally, you get 2 points. If you... If you betray while the other person allies, you get 3 points. The other person only loses 2. And if you both betray, you get 0 points. So choosing betray is the safest option. Yeah, for each player, betraying is always better whatever the other person does. Betraying is the safest option. You can't get fucked. You just gotta betray. If you both betray, you're worse off than if you both ally. Yeah, that's true. But it's safe.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome.
Wow, the best pals.
Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Yeah, you gotta betray, you know?
Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP. We call
Whoops.
that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Stupid jerk face.
Somebody did that to me. I'd skin them and stew them with some taters.
With some taters.
The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2.
Okay, let's put the knife away for now. Take it out when it's time to betray, actually.
We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent.
I guess if you both choose betray, that's gonna have some effects on the plot. It's gonna have some effects on interpersonal relationships, which isn't great. But if you ally and get betrayed, you lose points. And I hate losing.
If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely zero change in BP.
Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The two of you only get one vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then, I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Well, actually, there's a little bit more. But
That's a secret tool that'll help us later.
We'll just have to wait, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Is it like, if your BP go negative, you fucking die?
After all, it's almost time!
Hey,
No,
wait. Oh,
I won't wait and I can't wait. Can you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
you sure didn't leave us with a lot of time.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later!
Bye-bye.
Have a nice trouble.
Oh, a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
Hell yeah! Fi gets it. What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed.
Exactly.
That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait. What do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
just press the damn button.
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be there. Look, I want to believe it, but did you? Are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me some answers. We're on a time limit, Sigma. You can't be doing this right now. If I don't do anything, I'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's "it's over" supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I don't think that's enough time to explain whatever the fuck's going on.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Sigma fucking press betray.
When your
You.
BP hits 0, you die.
Hey, I was right.
That's what I meant.
1.
Betray. I had my mind pretty set on that. Oh, I didn't have my knife out.
Ambidex game has been completed.
Oh, I didn't have my knife out. They didn't give me enough time to take out my knife.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Sorry, Laura Bailey.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
I can't fucking believe 3 of the critical role people are in here. As Fi and I stepped out of the AV room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Temyoda was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? Were you telling the truth? If our BP hits 0, do we really?
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right?
Well, no, I chose betray because I still think it's the best option out of everything. What you said made me just think, wow, that's a much better option now. But I'm also not a pussy like Sigma, so... What irony. Sigma being a pussy.
Don't worry. You made the right choice.
You better not have lied to me, so I choose betray.
Well, Zero will tell you if I lied or not.
0.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
You'll see in a minute. Let's go, Sigma.
Hey, what do you mean Zero's gonna tell me? Well, there were those additional rules that Zero was talking about that he hadn't told us yet. I assume it's that. Hey, Fi, hold on. Damn it.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally.
That was kebab.
Let's get ready to rock!
Party rockers in their house tonight.
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Wow. Art. Oopsies. Damn. All the pairs had the same idea. And all the single people had the same idea. That's interesting. Hey, at least K's safe, you know? Yeah. That's interesting. Assuming that Clover has been in a nonary game before, she probably assumed something like, if our BP gets to 0, we die, so she convinced K. That's my assumption. I don't know about these guys, but Dio seems like the person who would betray anyways, so, you know. I like that emote. Thanks, Mil. Alice probably wouldn't have betrayed since she and Clover seem close. Luna seems like a good person, so there's no way she would have betrayed anyways. I have no read on Temyoji. And we know what happened to us. All makes sense to me.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Those sure were a bunch of wrists.
Sigma? Why did you and Vi do that?
That sure is Laura Bailey. Yeah.
All we had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together.
Oh, right, we needed our BP to reach 9. I forgot about that entirely.
After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds and we would have all had 9 points. But now why?
I hung my head. There was no way I could look her in the eye and try to explain what I'd done.
It was me. I told him to betray you.
What?
There's a way to get out faster. If you're successful twice with betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
I know that. Is that why you chose betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get out first or anything. Just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and
You're lying. What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
That sure is Laura Bailey, yeah. Nope, I can't unhear anything now. It's all there in my mind. If I had listened to Troy Baker more, I would be able to pick him out also, but then again, Sigma doesn't have any lines, so... Their eyes met for a long moment, but all I could see in Luna's eyes was sadness and disappointment. Vi opened her mouth, then shut it again and looked away. I was about to apologize to Luna when...
Hey, what were you thinking?
I'm sorry, Alice. I didn't think you'd choose ally.
What? You really think I'd betray you?
Yeah. See? I betray you? She wouldn't betray Clover because they're friends.
Well, no, that's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose betray, didn't he?
I don't think Kay would betray. Then again, he's very logical, so maybe he would. I think Clover would have chosen betray, though. We know she's capable of some things.
Yes, I did.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah, he just like me for reals!
I was sure you would vote similarly.
Are you listening? I'm not going to vote betray against Clover.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
What?
Clover would never choose that, of course. But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face?
I would. I think it's sexy.
If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose betray.
Well, but it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance?
Alright, you're not making yourself any friends here, Kay.
I was certain you'd choose betray for that very reason.
So that was why you did it?
Yes.
After he explained his thinking to me, I thought he had a good point.
It's alright. I understand.
Well, you know, next time, we all have a chat about it before we go into the rooms, and then someone, of course, is going to, you know, break their promise, and then fights are going to break out, or someone's going to die. But that's how it's going to go down, because that's always how it goes down in games like these.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
Which means that she's for sure going to betray. Because, well, I guess the people don't know what happens if you go to 0 points, unless Zero explains it now. But I assume Zero is going to explain it now, right? No. Zero won't explain it. Zero is going to explain it once someone dies. I don't know why I'm speculating about this so much. Probably because I love death games. That was when I finally noticed Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji.
That, but sure as hell, is fucking Liam O'Brien. I didn't pay attention to Kay earlier, I was distracted. That's Liam O'Brien.
That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I can throw him, and at your age, that can't be much.
Oh right, Quark called Tenmyoji Grandpa.
You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
That's fucking Liam O'Brien. It looked like things hadn't gone as planned for the other teams either. Nonetheless, we all seem to have reached some sort of truce.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
That is how numbers work.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP?
That's Travis Willingham, yeah. Now that I paid attention to it, yeah.
That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
The Amadex gates have closed.
I will say, as much as I miss doing the robot voice, I'm very glad I don't have to voice everything in this game. I guess aside from in the escape room sections, which is fine. It's certainly not as much as it was in 999.
Round 2 of the Amadex game will be the Moon Round.
What the fuck does that mean?
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Oh. Moon cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where everybody just keeps going back and forth and back and forth, losing points. After all, if there's nobody with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897.
Does that number have some sort of significance? Does this number have some sort of significance? I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google the fucking number. 24,009 004 897. Okay, it's all just prime number calculator. It is all just zero escape results, but I will put it into the prime number calculator just to see. Because I like prime numbers. I mean, at that, it's that big, so, and it has a 7 at the end. So, is it a prime? Never mind, I don't know how the prime number calculator works. I'll just fucking guess and say that it is one.
Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
I think it would take too long to get to even 1 billion for us to still be alive. Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
Haha. There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors.
Was a lie!
Maybe it's not 100% true.
I know these games too fucking well. What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Because that means that you can start killing people. Interesting.
Then explain it now.
God, that's so clearly Travis Willingham. How did I not realize this? Jesus.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 numbers. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
You need to take the bracelets off the dead body. I see. So if you really want to go through a door, you might have to kill somebody to do it. I see. I see. It all makes fucking sense.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
Ha ha ha. But Zero, the only way to take the bracelet off is to escape or to die, right? No wait, Zero hasn't told us about death yet. But Zero, the only way to take the bracelet off is to escape. How could we ever separate the bracelet from the wearer? But wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
No, yes, they do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways.
Here we go.
The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way?
Teehee, death, wink.
Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
Wow, ominous.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do.
God, that's Liam O'Brien. I'm sorry, I can't unhear it. It's the only thing I'm going to be saying during today's stream.
No, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
Your pulse has to stop. If the bracelet detects there's no more pulse, it's going to automatically unlock.
You die.
Oh, almost less complicated. God, what a surprise.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
Yeah, it does.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
I do. I know how to take one. Or I knew. I probably don't anymore because it's been a while and it was all muscle memory anyways.
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
Wow. The first Apple Watch.
So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way.
We don't know who the woman is, but if she had a bracelet... well... we'd be 10 people. It doesn't mean that someone couldn't have killed her just taking her bracelet. Someone could have 2 bracelets right now and we wouldn't know.
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off.
Well, I mean, you could chop off your hand and, you know, what's it called? The thing you tie around your arm so you don't bleed out? A tourniquet. And tie a tourniquet so you don't bleed out. And you have the bracelet on the hand. That is a way. I'm saying it's not very pleasant, but it sure do be a way.
If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules.
But what about chopping your hand off?
I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
Oh, here it is. That roll. But Zero, why would we ever see the bracelets come off? Do you mean because people will be escaping?
Oops. I guess it's not gonna be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
Somebody might die?
There. That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenbioldi, or Alas, or Mooney, or maybe everyone.
Everyone? How would it be everyone?
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules.
Oh, that's so anticlimactic. You should have let them find out when it happened.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
Yeah, it's a very peaceful penalty. Compared to 999, where you blow the fuck up. You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Ziggy. Full marks.
So, was Fi part of an Ambidex game before? That's why she knows this? Doesn't explain why she knows her name, but you know. So, Fi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us? It seems like a fair assumption to make in this kind of game.
I see. Alice, Luna, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
For fun.
Sorry. Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
God, her boobs.
Well, is there anything else you've conveniently left out?
Am I allowed to show her boobs on Twitch?
It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
Or is it? Oh, he said anybody, not any bunny. Is that an indicator of them lying?
Right? Right, Fido?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. Secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing.
Well, the peaceful solution would be to get everyone together and, you know, do some teamwork so we all get 9 points and can escape through the door. But someone's not gonna dance to the tune. Someone's going to start betraying people.
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Oh, I thought we'd just pair up.
But wait, you've already got those bracelets. Have a look. The color's changed, hasn't it?
Oh, it has? Oh, I didn't pay attention. Oh, yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Oh, the pairs change. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, I gotta make a chart of this. I gotta make a fucking chart of this. I gotta write this down. I gotta really strategize about this. So, Alice, who has 1 point, is with Sigma, who has 3. But if the pair's fates are linked, I assume that means if Alice dies, Sigma also dies, as an example.
Mine too.
Clover is 6 but is solo. I don't care too much about the colors, I'll find this out later anyways, but I'm writing this down to strategize. The points are important to me.
Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed.
Yeah.
It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Oh, he's solo. What is that? Blue, cyan, and magenta make... What's the other color? Yellow? Does that... Can I go into a door with K? K has 6 points and he's a solo.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too.
Tamyoji has 1 point.
I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
Quark.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow.
Luna's... Oh, Luna's gonna betray for sure. She's a solo with 1 point? Damn. She's in fucking danger.
And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
The Dio 5 pair both have 6 points. They're also going to betray. Right? Well, I assume neither of them really want to kill anybody. Well, depending on how kind they are, they might choose to ally, knowing that Luna would for sure choose betray and give her some points, but we'll find out. Sorry, I'm always taking notes.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change? Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Sorry.
The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything.
Oh, by the way, that burp reminded me. I rewrote my panel stuff a bit, since I haven't updated them since I wrote them for my debut. And for one, I stopped saying everything in all caps since then. But I updated my list of commands. I think I gave some more clarity on a lot of them. I know Pat usually does my burp command, but I don't think they're here right now. They're probably at work. But the burp command is for everybody. Everyone can count a burp. I'm not too concerned with keeping the burp counter accurate, considering that it spans over multiple streams, until I decide, hey, that's too many burps. But just a reminder.
Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
If you must. You don't have to. If you're like, gross, burps, I don't want to think about that. It's fine. I don't care that much. You will take on the responsibility. I'm so grateful. That's such a heavy burden to carry. We couldn't be here without you, Mil. Thank you so much.
What? Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore.
No, Zero, I'll miss you.
I mean, you guys are good from here, right?
No, I'll miss you.
I'll never see you guys again.
No! Oh my god, the rabbit's crying.
Did you really think I was gonna cry?
Fuck off.
Suckers!
Yeah.
As if I'd cry over you dummies.
What the? You fucking dick.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
Well, Zero sure has left us a lot of stuff to unpack.
That little piece of shit.
Zero the third best character. Hell yeah, I agree. Right after K.
If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
Wow, that's violent. That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
We take a break and discuss our plans. Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes. Looks like exactly 42 minutes, I'd say.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits.
I think you should discuss your plans. You know, if we're all playing nice, we want to do teamwork, we want to get everybody out, there's some plans to discuss. Especially between the Diophi and Luna trio. Yeesh, that one.
Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something.
I mean, there's plenty of vents right over here, but I don't know how you'd reach them. I guess you could, you know, build a real tall stack.
If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around.
Yeah, that's Travis Willingham.
We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up.
5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so.
Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Honestly, Sigma, you should maybe chase after Fi and ask her what the fuck was up. It seems, important to know. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Well, you got kidnapped. Thank you, Mill. Thank you so much. Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout from me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yeah. Huh? Oh my god. A true Sigma male. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god. That's spicy. Well, yes, but it was just the one time, and she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. There was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nonary game. I sure couldn't see it. He's in college? Oh, what's he studying? I gotta oppress the STEM people. What's Sigma studying? Is he in STEM? I have to oppress him if he is. I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. You were in STEM? Me too! Me too! Car. That's a fancy fucking car. California? My god, Sigma lives in California? December 25th. Oh, Christmas Day. 2028. Early morning. California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day. There's a paper due on Christmas Day? And I was heading to my car from the research building. Fancy car, how can you afford that, huh? Aren't you just a college student? Where are you getting that money from, Sigma? Parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. Almost midnight means it wasn't midnight. Is that how it goes? Merry Christmas! So, why was I at school, typing away furiously on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. Yeah, that happens. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. It seems kind of fucked up. I feel like the school wouldn't have let him do that, considering how much people love Christmas. You know, and the war on Christmas and all. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. Oh, poor guy. Was it because he slept with the prominent politician's mistress? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. She broke up with him over email? Oh my god. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Sigma, what the fuck did you do? Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow, I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. Damn. You got fucking dumped. At any rate, I stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. You don't have to hand it in physically? You don't have to print it out? What kind of fucking college does he go to? As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was a relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key in the ignition after only 2 tries. Only 2 tries? Should you be driving right now? Wait, which side is the driver's? Yeah, it's on the right side, okay. Left side. The right side, which is to say the left. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it! You stupid piece of shit! I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Ugh, the crotch shot. Who decided on this shot? What the fuck? Bad. What the fuck is he wearing? Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit! Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Is the guy from 999? Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the words starting to go dark. Thank you, Mel. Last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Well, I've been in the lounge, and we've seen the infirmary. Let's go to the crew quarters. Is this the part where I go to talk to some people? Oh my god, 2 door animations to go into 1 room? Incredible. Groundbreaking. Can you believe it? Huh. So these are the crew quarters, huh? Another fucking door animation.
Sigma, what are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh. I wonder.
What happened to you, Temyoji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Jeez, he's hostile. Fine. Let's move on to something else then. Yuan Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, what do you think? Keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. Well, I got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. Just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Temyoji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Oh. Clover. Luna.
Sigma, where'd you come from?
Did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here. This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji.
This sure is the crew quarters, you're right.
We decided we'd split up to investigate.
Huh. Makes sense. So, you find anything?
0.
What? Which one?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
What about you? Anything suspicious?
I didn't find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, I've got a point there. So why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the Nonary game.
Really? I thought the Nonary game was a couple rounds of the AB game. Why would he need the puzzles and stuff then? Well, what is the Nonary game then? Why is Zero making us all do this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch.
Wow, just like in Squid Game. Entertainment?
Yes. They're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Just like in Squid Game.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks.
Just like in Squid Game.
What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No, Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears.
I'm surprised nobody has died yet.
I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
He talks so fast.
So you're saying that Zero Sr. is the one who murdered the old lady?
I thought we'd established this a long time ago.
Now, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
Wait, 7?
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay. I'll let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero.
What? Come on. Alice and I know each other. Well, how do you know each other? I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work?
An organization?
Interesting.
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization? That's... I can't tell you.
What? What do you mean, you can't tell us?
I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Actually, is this game set after 999? Or is this like a different Clover? Like a different universe Clover? That would be good to know.
Why can't you tell us? Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
No, come on, don't give me that. You think this is after 999? Okay, that's interesting. Look around you, Clover. Really think this is the time for playing close to the chest?
Yeah! But what if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here? Yeah, you're right.
I like that she grabs her hair. It's cute.
Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Sorry, but I just don't really trust you guys. I mean, what if one of you is Zero? It could be any of you. Sorry. Anyway, I think that's enough about me and Alice.
Co-workers. Is Alice like all ice Alice from 999? Is because the ending that I accidentally skipped because there was a post-credit scene that I didn't know about. I watched it, just not on stream. But there was this woman, right? That was hitchhiking, and she kind of had a similar figure and haircut to Alice. Is that her? You're not into her weird Flintstones outfit? Yeah. It sure is something. I'm into it, but not as a character design. Like, if I saw the clothes, I would wear them. But I don't like that somebody put those on her. Can you imagine getting into 2 different death games? I know, right? For Clover. Also, hi Chroma! Welcome! Nice to see you. We're playing Virtue's Last Reward. There's a lot going on. I'm not very far into it because the story sure moves slowly.
I just don't really feel like I can trust you guys. Maybe if that changes, then I can tell you.
Okay, so to get her to tell us, we probably have to go into more rooms with her. Like in 999 with Junpei and Clover.
So, I guess I'll go now. Go? Where are you going? I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet.
You good, Clover? It seems like there's a lot going on with you.
Then I'll be going too. Fine.
Okay, bye! There she goes. So, Tenmyoji.
Save it. I don't trust you any more than she does.
Damn, okay. Calm down, old man. Jesus, I'm gonna push you down the fucking stairs. Ugh. In other words, you aren't gonna tell me anything, are you?
Sorry.
I left Tenmyoji and headed back to the hallway. There were so many questions I wanted answers to, but it was looking like I'd have to suffer in ignorance for a while longer. Very fun, you watched your girlfriend Bun play the trilogy a couple years ago, sir? Oh, yeah. I played 999 a couple months back. It was interesting, and I liked it. Even though it was very slow paced and I had to do a lot of reading. Besides, there are plenty of more immediate problems that needed my attention. I sighed and felt my questions away to be dealt with later. I needed to focus. Go to the lounge. Get some drink. Speaking of, I take a sippy. Arizona iced tea, sponsor me. Or, I mean, I guess, unnamed brand of iced tea that I am currently drinking. I'll say the name of the brand if you decide to sponsor me. Same with the unnamed brand of chair I'm currently sitting on. Sponsor me.
Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Fi, Luna, and I were the first into this room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
I mean, lots of things, but no.
Like, secret pathway or something.
You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Lots of alcohol. Out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It said it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve, then?
Yeah. 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean?
Oh. Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on different days? On a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
Huh. What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
That's interesting. How did they keep us knocked out for that long? The possibilities are endless. We could be in the fucking future. Oh my god. Maybe they put one of us in fucking cryo sleep 20 years ago. Does that mean we were just sleeping until the Nonary game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
Soparil.
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh. Well, I guess that explains why I feel kinda dizzy. Well, Merry fucking Christmas.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Interesting. Is this all a simulation?
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Wow, big words. Then... what day is today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters of the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
Cat?
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive.
Ugh! Schrodinger's cat! Meow.
Didn't make any sense to me, though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here. Sounds like something one of the characters would have gone on a tangent about if I was in that room during the puzzle.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize. Just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
It's a newspaper article, looks like.
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
Radical 6. They mentioned that in 999? What is Radical 6 infection? What the hell? What's Radical 6?
Just read the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. Woof! Woof! The WHO has confirmed. The death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Woof, woof, oh, woof, oh, oh. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility? No. Quarantine facility kind of is just your house these days. Wow, that hit too close. I don't like that.
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure, but look at us. We seem pretty healthy.
You could just be, you know, couldn't be showing any symptoms. It happens. Asymptomatic, you know, it happened. Oh.
Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are, but if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific.
Well, takes a big fucking sippy.
Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin.
Do you still have your sense of taste?
This perfect, shapely face.
You still have your sense of taste? Watching this game post-COVID is such a hugely different experience compared to pre-COVID. It sure is hitting some kind of nerve.
Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease?
You could be asymptomatic. You know? Have you been washing your hands?
You want to touch it, don't you, boy?
No.
I can see it in your eyes.
Excuse me?
Go on. Try.
Excuse me? Well, I am feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides,